It's your boy, MC Shadow, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. I highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? It's absolutely free. It don't cost anything. That's how you help me get into the algorithm. I highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Now, what I wanted to talk about today was something I was asked by one of my subscribers, right? And this is a question that I often get a lot, right? Which is, how do I know so much about the streets, right? Like, how is it that I know all these things about the streets? And the reason I know so much about the streets is because I live the street life. You know, I live the street life my whole entire life. You know, the streets is all I know. You know what I mean? I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, North Hollywood. You know, grew up in a home that was gang related. You know, all my family's from my barrio. You know what I mean? You know, jefe, jefa, uncles, cousins. You know what I mean? I got like 13 family members that are from my neighborhood, right? So when I say that this is all I know, is literally all I know. You know what I mean? So I grew up in the streets, right? I grew up knowing everybody from my neighborhood, obviously, because my father's from my neighborhood, my uncles, and everybody, right? So I grew up so everybody knows me. You know what I mean? And I was really out there trying to make a name for myself, right? And when I said I was really out there in the streets, I mean I was literally out there in the streets 24/7, 7 days out of the week. I wouldn't go to school. I didn't graduate high school. Obviously, didn't even make it out of the 9th grade. Literally all day in the streets. I was literally all day in the streets, you know what I mean? For a good while, even living in the streets, homeless. Right? So I've been around, right? I met a lot of homies. When you're in the mix, you know what I mean? You tend to travel, right? So you get to meet different individuals from different neighborhoods. You know what I mean? From different areas. And, became really cool with individuals, right? And I'm the type of individual, like, if I'm cool with you, and we're toda madre, if you invite me over, I go over, you know what I mean? Been to a lot of homies' neighborhoods and, just kicked it, right? And chilled. I know a lot of people, them was like, yeah, right. Or a lot of people say that, but, because the homie was telling me, he was like, hey, do you really know these people from these neighborhoods? Or do you just throw out names out there? Like, he's like, I personally don't care, you know what I mean? But I'm just like curious or whatever. And I go, no, I actually do know these homies, I have pictures with them, besides the homies from my neighborhood, but homies from other barrios. I have interviewed them on my channel, you know what I mean? I actually know individuals. Like, I actually really know these people, you know what I mean? From these different barrios, like I said, I actually been around, a lot of people know me. Trust me, a lot of people know me. Now, why I don't talk about my stories on here, or like going to the war stories and stuff like that, is that I'm not here to brag. I'm not here to convince people to see me as gangster or down. I don't care about none of that, you know what I mean? I'm not looking to be tough on here for people to see me as gangster, really tough, or, that to me means nothing. It's like, like when you really are in the mix, when you're really in the streets, putting a name out for yourself, when you're really out there in the struggle and really being about the action and actually living through it, paying real sacrifices, not just like coming on here and saying stuff. Like, I mean, actually really paying sacrifices, because you're going to sacrifice a lot when you live in this life, bro. Let me tell you that much. You know what I mean? You're going to sacrifice a lot of time. You're going to sacrifice, your overall health and your overall life. You're going to sacrifice something, bro, and you're going to get hurt in this life. No one goes living this life without getting hurt. You're going to get hurt. You know what I mean? You're going to get shanked, jumped, stabbed, shot. All of that's going to happen. You know what I mean? Maybe not all of it, but one of those things is going to happen to you. You know what I mean? Where you could potentially lose your life, because everyone goes through that who lives the street life. If you're out there in the mix, you know what I mean? You're going to get busted, arrested, all of that, bro. That's why when people come out here like, oh, you're burning yourself. If you're really out there in the streets, my boy, if you're really out there in the mix, the hood already knows who you are. They put you out. They already have you in the gang, in the gang database, bro. You know what I mean? Because when they bust you, they take you down, your nickname, and bro, these fools already know you. The Crash already knows you better than some of your homies, though. You know what I mean? These fools know your nickname, your real name, where you stay at. These motherfuckers have everything down, bro. The crash unit does not play around, bro. If you're out there, these fools already know you by name. That's just the facts of things. You know, anyone who really lives the street life could tell you that, bro. So it's like burning yourself on what, bro? These fools already have you down in the database, whether you like it or not, bro. You know what I mean? You know, these fools already have you right there by your nickname and stuff like that. Even if you say that that's not you, bro, they still have you as that. Plain and simple, bro. If you're really out in the mix, these fools already know. You know what I mean? Because you already have gotten arrested and shit like that. You know, this is like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when I come on here and I already know, like, the people can't tell me, oh, you know, you can't do this or you can't do, bro. I lived this my whole entire life, bro. And I never defected. I never dropped out or none of that stuff. Not to say that it's bad if you do and stuff like that. I'm just saying that, you know, like it being in the mix, bro. So it's like people can't tell me what people can't. You know what I mean, bro? We didn't live through it. We didn't been through it, bro. I know some people think that, you know, I find it hard to believe, like I said, because you know, some homies are well educated or, you know, like carry themselves how homies should carry themselves, right? People think that real gamers are supposed to be on here, you know, with no vocabulary, just being like orale, Simon, and talking nothing but shit, like, oh man, I'll pistol whip you for man. Bro, when you didn't been out there in the action, in the real action, with real individuals doing real things, doing shit on the internet to look tough is like, it's pointless, bro. It's like you're not gonna earn no real stripes. You don't earn no real stripes by talking shit on the internet. You're not looking down or cool. None of that, bro. Because the only way to earn your, you know, your stripes is in the real world, in the streets, out there doing real things. On here, you could talk all you want, bro, but that's just words, bro. They don't mean nothing. It's not gonna get you nothing. You know what I mean? All you're doing is looking foolish. You know, because you don't even know where this person or who this person is. It could be a person on the other side of the world. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's like real homies ain't arguing with a cell phone, bro, on the internet. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't really live, you know, been living this, you know. But like I said, the reason I just don't come on here and brag and stuff like that is I'm not looking for people to see me as gangster or, oh, this was really down and like, when am I gonna get out of that, bro? Like I already know who I am, and you know, people that know me know what I'm about and who I am. So it's like, why would I care to, you know, sell that to the people? You know what I mean? You know. So I have met a lot of homies, right? So I know a lot of homies, right? And I do music as well, right? So I rap with a lot of homies too. You know, I met a lot of homies that way as well, right? And then homies just hit me up, you know, through YouTube, through my email and stuff like that. And then they let me know about their neighborhoods and shoot me the info and pictures and stuff like that. And then I make videos, right? So I don't know, like, oh, you know. So when I do the videos, not because I know all of that, it's because homies from those neighborhoods are letting me know, you know what I mean? To throw out there. So it's not like I, like, know every little thing about the streets, right? This is just the stuff that the homies from those neighborhoods provide me, you know what I mean? And only, like I said, because, you know, I'm cool with a lot of people. I know a lot of people. And I know what homie was talking about, that there is people that come and just be throwing names out there, making up names about individuals, like, oh, I know homie from So I know what you mean when you ask that question, because, you know, I have seen, and people have been exposed of doing that, right? But when I say, you know, I know these individuals and stuff like that, it's because I really know them. You know, I have pictures with them, you know, my videos. You know, I have videos of me hanging around with individuals, you know. I know I have a bunch of videos. They're kind of older videos already. But if you go into my playlist and I have videos hanging around with individuals and pictures with individuals and interviews with homies, you know. So, you know, like, there's no reason for me to ever to come on here and lie, bro. I'm going to get nothing out of it, bro. Real people in the real world know who you are and watch YouTube, bro. So you making up stuff, people could just throw it out and expose you, bro. Like, you get nothing out of lying, bro. You're going to get nothing. Even if people, let's say they want respect, bro, lying will probably get you respect, but only temporarily, bro, because only a matter of time before the truth comes out, then you lose the respect. Not only do you lose the respect, now people can't take your word for shit, bro. So now you're worse than where you were at before. So you're going to get nothing out of lying except make your overall situation worse, bro. Because now you want to respect. Now you're really never gonna get it. Now that people know you're a liar, because you're gonna get nothing out of lying, bro. Everybody's life is interesting in one way or the other. People are gonna hear you out, regardless of of who you are. Just be yourself. People, I'm telling you, will respect an individual more if he just comes and be honest about himself, and he doesn't pretend to be something else. Like if somebody just comes and be's their actual true self, bro, you'll get a lot of respect than somebody who lies and finesses you and stuff like that. And then you find out the truth, bro. You know what I mean? Because then that person's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You can't take that person's word for nothing. Because it's never good to lie. You get nothing out of lying. I've been saying that from the gates. So that's why when people come out here and be like, oh, this was lying and this was... I don't argue with them. I always be like, okay, yeah, you're right, I am lying. Because they can believe what they want. It honestly doesn't... Because it's not going to change what it actually is and the actual facts. Like, if I actually know, what really happened, or if I really know these individuals and stuff like that, then why do I care if somebody else out there says that I'm lying and stuff like that? If I know that I'm telling the truth, like if I know that I'm the one that has the truth on my side and they're just assuming, then how could that bother me? You know what I mean? A lie will never bother you. A lie shouldn't bother you. Because a lie will never be the truth. A lie will never beat the truth. So as long as you have the truth on your side, can nobody out there ever break you? And can nobody out there ever hold something over you or have the edge over you? If you have no skeletons in your closet and you just come and be straightforward, nobody has the upper hand on you. Nobody could come with nothing on you. And all you literally really have to do is the most simplest thing, bro, is just be honest. That's it. It's as simple as that. But people that manipulators and con people and stuff like that, they think they're egos. They think that they're so slick. They think that they could play people, to gain stuff, because that's how they've been gaining stuff their whole entire lives, bro. And then when they do get exposed or the truth comes out, then they just move to the next, set of individuals. That's why the group of circles keeps changing with fake individuals. That's why the group of friends never stays the same. Because people, start finding out the truth about these individuals. You know what I mean? Like I said, people want to talk about real. Real is when you never have to hide your history. Because the truth has no reason why to hide. You get what I mean? That's what real is. And like I said, all you really do have to be is honest. So, when it comes to the streets, that's how I know. Because I lived this my whole entire life, bro. And there's nothing to brag about. It's nothing to oh, hell yeah, that's downer. It was, it's stupid. It's better you stay in school. You're going to get nothing out of this life except drama, chaos, desmadre, struggle, real struggle, bro. Because you're going to pay real sacrifices in this life. Because you pay real sacrifices in this life. You know what I mean? There's people out there who glamorize it, or the ones who glamorize it, or the ones who brag about this life for, it's because they never did nothing, bro. Of course, these fools don't want to talk about peace and don't want to talk about this, and that, because they never been in guerra. They never have been in action. They never was out there. That's why they be like, F that and what they will. Yeah, because you never had to pay no sacrifices. You never had to do nothing, bro. You never really had to sacrifice shit. You never been through that. Because those who've been through war, are always the last ones that want to talk about war or spark up war, bro. You know what I mean? Only the ones that don't know nothing about that, bro, and just talk, spark up shit, because they just kick back and they don't have to worry about it. Because they're not going to be the ones out there putting in work. They're not going to be out there writing. You know what I mean? Because all they do is yap. You know what I mean? But like I said, real motherfuckers who paid real prices for shit, like, there's nothing to brag about, bro. Like, what are you to brag about? Like, what is there to brag about? Like, it's not like you got something out of it. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's crazy how some people talk, bro, and or just because they want to be seen like gangsters and down, like I rather educate myself and and tell people what it really is, and you know and like I said, I could only be myself. You know what I mean? I could only be me. I can't fake nothing. You know what I mean? Um, Even though I paid a lot of sacrifice and everything like that, the neighborhood is still it made me the person I am today. You know what I mean? And it is my family because it literally is my family. It's all I know. It's all I ever known. Um, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that people have to choose the same path and shit like that, or that it is a righteous path just because is the one we're in. Um, but yeah, overall, that's just how I know about the streets. But like I said, the streets is not something to be like. That's why I don't really ever like talk about my war stories or go into it and stuff like that, because I don't see like the reason for it. The only thing I could think of is for people to think that I'm gangster, kind of like. But yeah, I really am in from the streets and really live this my life. Growing up in Hollywood, being from my neighborhood, obviously from Radford. You know, we paid a lot of prices, bro. Um, but like I said, it's nothing to be gloating about. You know what I mean? So that's why you just never hear me on here boasting and bragging, because I leave that for the ones who want attention. You know what I mean? We already been there, done that. But I'm just saying overall, that's just my breakdown. To the next one. Shadow, we out.